Good evening, everyone. The Four Job Fiesta started yesterday, basically. And I said this year I was definitely going to play, I'm going to play. Um, I'll explain what's going on as we go through the opening cutscene of the game, which is unskippable. So the Full Job Fiesta is a yearly event that benefits charity. We play Final Fantasy V, whichever version we like, and we use randomly selected jobs. So at the moment, the only one that I know about that I have is Knight. And you can't use Freelancer as soon as you can equip anything else. So as soon as I get the Wind Crystal, everyone becomes Knights. And then when I get the Water Crystal, I need to have at least one Knight and at least one of my Water Crystal job, which I don't know what it is yet, on my team at all times, and so on for all the remaining crystals. This is the regular version of the run. You can check out more on, more rules and stuff on the website, which you can get information about this by typing !FJF in the chat, which is the command that you see right below me. This year the charity is benefiting this year the charity is Planned Parenthood America, which I did some looking into them before I decided I wanted to, oh hey, let's do a charity stream, that kind of thing. And from what I saw, they're, really good, and they're doing stuff that's really necessary at the moment, especially since states like Texas are currently fucking up so badly. So if you want to donate to them, you can do that by using the !FJF link. The Ko-fi link in the bottom left, that's for donating to me. So if you want to donate to charity, make sure you use the correct link and not that one. So I am playing the advanced version. Basically the reasons why, I like the advanced version. It runs very stably on my Nintendo PC, and I don't own Pixel Remaster, because I don't like the graphic style in that, although I gotta say it does actually look pretty good. So I might pick it up, because I watched the opening race today, and it actually looks pretty good. I was surprised at how much. But I don't have any of the advanced specific options toggled, because that requires you to go to the sealed temple and do all kinds of crap that I don't want to do. Mode 7! This Final Fantasy V was originally a Super Nintendo game. If you aren't familiar, this is the game that existed between Final Fantasy IV, which was localized as Final Fantasy II, and Final Fantasy VI, which was localized as Final Fantasy III, because FF2, 3, and 5 weren't localized. And so because of that, let me check that. That's from a practice run that I did earlier this year, which I didn't finish, but that's okay. Is there a secret down here, or is it only on the left, on the right side? I think it's only on the right side. You can get like an early Phoenix down and stuff. So if you didn't know, you can literally just hold down A and it will automatically select the thing that the cursor is on, like as soon as possible. It will select and target, so it's really useful. In situations like that, where it's like it doesn't matter who you target, you just go for it. Yep. So go down here, and there is a Phoenix down. There's something up here, or did I imagine that? I imagined that, okay. If you thought this game was bad about being like front-loaded with cutscenes, if you thought FF13 was bad about being front-loaded with cutscenes, this game is like absurdly front-loaded with cutscenes. You have that unskippable like 5-minute long intro reel, and then there's this segment. Which is, I mean, you get to like do stuff, but it's basically a cutscene, let's be realistic. So the issue with getting knight as like your starting job, I mean, none of the starting jobs are like stellar to start with, except arguably monk. But knight is really expensive to outfit and equip because it uses like big weapons and heavy armor, and there's not a lot of them to be found early on either. So I'm probably not going to go all out on equipping people just because I'll run out of money super quickly. On the other hand, I won't know until I get the water crystal, but the water crystal does have a 750 job that can break rods. So it's possible that I'll need the money then if I like get one then, but I don't know what my water crystal job is yet. Oh my god. There we go. Of course, I get started, and like immediately, what happens is I get a bot in chat, and it's not even a fun kind of bot. Yeah, unfortunately, the characters that aren't bots have like garbage damage output at this point, because Lana has a knife and Gallup has his bare hands, which don't work so good. Fortunately, you can. There's a spare. I think it's a broadsword in the wind tower, like right before the boss, which obviously helps a lot. Like, what's that spring? It's like, I don't know, and you're not gonna find out because we're gonna skip it. There's not actually a boss in this dungeon, so I don't really need to heal or anything, and I'm pretty sure that you get full healed during the overnight segment. But if not, there's a full healing pot at the base of the wind tower, so no problems. is a fairly good opportunity to pick up some levels. There's a non-trivial chance that I'm going to pick up the Brave Blade later rather than the Chicken Knife, depending on what jobs I get. Because, like, the Chicken Knife is really powerful if you grind out the running away, which doesn't actually take that long. But because of the 25% chance to either run away or waste a turn, you need to use that with an ability that will supersede its running away animation, like Goblin Punch or Aim or Rapid Fire. And since I don't know what job I'm going to have at the moment, I'm planning that I'm going to get the Brave Blade, because I know that I've got Knight. So it's kind of important that I don't run away from any fights if I can possibly manage it. I love these little tied-up sprites. They just so didn't need to do this, but they did anyway. How they hop rather than walk. It is, strictly speaking, faster to say no and do this yourself, but there's no real point in doing that beyond it being faster, so it gives me an excuse to drink coffee. Did I actually get a heal? I did. Okay, cool. That little bit of the song with the, like, guitar strings is so good. Isn't there a hidden passage around here? I thought for sure that you could, like, walk through one of these walls. Yeah, this one. Okay, nice. Now, Galuf can do real Soviet damage. If I recall, what's in that chest is actually not that useful. But I may as well go and get it anyway, just to be sure. Picking up a little bit more experience along the way really won't hurt. Ah, it's a leather cap. Alright, cool. So Galuf and Bart are getting these because at the moment, since they have the broadswords, they are my heavy hitters. So this fight should be free, but whether or not you get to skip the ATB tutorial bit where it's like, don't attack while things are closed, is basically down to luck. Yay, we got it! There is basically no meaning in getting that apart from that it saves time. It's actually the first time that I've ever gotten that skip. Now we have another huge cutscene. I'm really glad he solidifies, because I'm pretty sure that he, like, flickers at every other frame, and those that are getting around 60 FPS, like, there's a good chance it does on GBA. But since I stream at 30 FPS, it's possible that flickering just shows up as, like, invisible. Okay, so now I have to change everyone to night. That means you too, Faris. So until I get the water crystal, everyone is going to be a knight. So the game is going to be kind of one-dimensional for a bit, but as soon as I get the water crystal, things are going to change. Especially since I don't know what my job is going to be. Now, there's no piano in here. Oh no, there is. Okay. It would really suck if I unlocked Bard and, like, found out later on that, well, like, I skipped pianos early. So. Piano flex! I might buy shields, actually. Because shields are like a big bump to survivability. Should I gear up? I think I will. I can always sell them later, and like... Going from like a knife or a dagger to a broadsword is a huge bump, so... Wait, does everyone have a leather shield? Am I just dumb and notice? Okay, no, it's just that it doesn't... Oh, hey, thank you for the follow. I'm not gonna buy any of the magic heal. I don't think I need to. And then we get another cutscene. I was like, do I need to actually move it myself? But no, it will just automatically do it. I love how Bart's mom doesn't get a unique sprite. She's like every other Greenhill village girl. Unlike Bart's father, who is... I mean, I guess he does show up in more scenes, but like, really? There's nothing in here to pinch, right? So we scram out of here and we meet Faris for another cutscene. How are they gonna get back to the hideout though? Like, there's no wind and oars don't seem to exist in this world. And I'm pretty sure there's no land route back to the cave from here, right? And then we get on the boat and we have another cutscene. I know I'm complaining, but this game is really front-loaded on cutscenes. Well, actually, can you walk back to... No, you get blocked by the mountains. You actually can't walk back to the Pirate Cove over here. Or... where was it? The point is you can't walk back there. Trying to save really quickly, because the boss is actually pretty nasty. Until I get tired, basically. Or until I hit a wall and it's like, okay, I need to actually go and grind for a bit, because nobody wants to actually sit and watch that. So, fun fact about these octopus mobs, they will only attack female party members, and that includes Faris, even though at this point you don't know that she's a girl. So, like, they actually thought about it. Hey, Shad, how are you? Immediately you show up and my stream goes to red block and starts dropping frames. It is a curse, I swear. And so here's Calboss, who has basically he has a reasonably dangerous physical attack, but he also has, Healer, which, does paralysis, and Tail Screw, which does HP critical, so it immediately knocks you down to like single digit HP. I'm basically going to ignore that because he usually uses Tail Screw in preference to his other attacks, so you're better off just swinging. I think he only has... I thought he only had about 200 HP, but obviously that's wrong. And now we have another cutscene. And this cutscene is like obnoxiously long because it's trying to indicate that you end up like becalmed and such. But it's like super obnoxious when you're like not playing the game for the first time. Did we? And oh, nice! You get a stealth heal after that, which I didn't actually know. Quick start. No. Oh, I guess the map must be another. Oh, but there isn't. Okay, I genuinely didn't know that. Here we go. No, not this one. So these watery looking mobs can actually drop elixirs, and I really want at least one. And I got one. The reason that I want at least one is because Siren, the boss of this dungeon, when you get her to low enough health, she swaps phases and becomes undead, and she becomes very resistant to physical damage at that point. Now, normally you would have like a black mage or something in your party and it wouldn't be a big deal, but I'm stuck using knife only for that boss, so if I don't have any elixirs, I'm in trouble, because then I have to like slowly burn her to death with potions or something. Oh, what? Okay, I did not know that you could fall through the floor there. And then we have another cutscene. I just realized Faris doesn't actually change, so they like apparently went to sleep in their so clothes. I thought... Okay, I guess not. For some reason, I thought that there was, like, a drop or something in there. I guess not. We do get a heal from that cutscene, which is nice. No? What did I miss? Oh, right. There is a treasure in the ship graveyard, but it's a mace, and like, by the time I have a job that can actually use it, I'll be able to buy better stuff, so it's kinda not a big deal. I am literally just holding down the A button for battles at this point, because like the knight is completely one-dimensional. And then we get another cutscene, although this one leads to the boss, thankfully. Gallup just literally beat some sense into you. So about the worst thing that can happen here is that she casts Protect on herself, because that will also make the first phase of the fight just obnoxiously long. Ooh, ouch. Fortunately, potions for that. Oh, they only heal 50 in this game. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Oh, come on. Yeah, see, look how much damage I'm not doing at this point. But you can't use a Phoenix Down on her because she has heavy attribute. So, the death effect won't actually, like, take. Oh dear. I may have to go and farm some elixirs really quickly. I didn't know that she could stop being undead. That's interesting. Okay. He nearly died to Siren of all things. Okay, where the hell am I going from here? Go... Right, around the horn. Oh wait, no, hold on. We aren't running away. In case I have to actually use Braveblade. Oh! Wait, no, just don't do anything. Barrel will run away on its own if you leave it be. Normally I would just run away from it because that's much faster, but I may need to use the Brave Blade later, so I can't do that. This track is so good. not going to buy the other status items just at the moment because I won't need them for a while with any luck. Yeah, who do I have to talk to? As you can see, this is like instantly an expensive proposition, and so armor is kind of not going to be super easy to come by on this one. I'll go for the shields, because they also give dodge chance. I think it's someone in the pub. Oh, and there's a piano here to flex on. Piano flex. I was sure that you had to speak to someone in this town before you go up the mountain, but maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe you just have to put 2 and 2 together yourself rather than being specifically directed. As you can see, despite spending most of my money on it, it was definitely worthwhile since my damage just jumped a huge amount. Well, at least you managed to get some time. I was worried there for a minute, because blind actually does work in this version of the game, unlike in the SNES version. Yeah, hopefully I'll be in bed by now. Not a good one. Oh, right, I should turn the battle speed down while I think about it. So, in this game, battle speed only applies to turn the battle speed up, sorry. Battle speed only applies to enemies, not to the party. So it's basically a difficulty slider. In like most Western speedrunners, why do I keep using back attack? Will run on like the highest speed, which causes enemies to move less often, whereas Japanese runners normally do it on the lowest number speed, so enemies will move as often as possible, which is basically like hard mode. This is probably, like, the reason that there are so many back attack formations in this cave is probably to teach you that you should have a thief. So thanks to how, like, almost the most important thing in your damage calculation is level. So you can see that Bart, whose actual strength is like only a couple of points higher, as soon as you gain a level, his damage jumped by like 30 points. It's actually kind of insane. Finally. And yeah, now everyone else leveled up, so their damage also just jumped by like 30 points. It's even crazier on Monk because the barehanded ability, the weapon power it adds is your level ×2, which is almost instantly becomes like an absolutely insane amount of plus power on your attack, and your attack is flat. On the practice run that I did earlier in the year, I got Monk and Chemist, and the Chemist can make hero drinks which increase your level, and it can exceed the cap of 99, so, the damage output that you get can instantly become, like, absolutely absurd. You just start putting hero drinks on your Monk, and they begin wrecking everything. Shit. I did not want to do that. I will later want to do that, but not right now. Who needs to break rods? You can just run her over with knights. So normally what you would do there is you would have like a black mage or something and you would break the frost rod that you picked up, which causes it to cast like a level 3 spell and instantly kill her. But as it turns out, you can actually just run her over by attacking repeatedly. Am I going to be allowed to... I should have gone back and got poisoned. Then again, I'm not going to be running away from fights in the water tower, so it's probably better if I don't do that strat. Done that, I'm going to take advantage of the opportunity and actually drop over to Tycoon, because there's a bunch of stuff that you can raid from the treasury in Tycoon, and since this isn't a speed run, I have all the time to actually go and do that. Oh, you have to land on plain ground, that's right. So the actual problem with doing this, in addition to it being like way out of your way, is also that there's this like forced cutscene with Lara and Faris, which is cool and everything. It's just, when you've played the game a bunch of times, it's kind of annoying to see, but what I pinch out of the treasury will be worth it. a lot of this stuff I can't use right now, but like I can sell it. And since I desperately need money at the moment, it's kind of useful to pick it up. I am not going to try and get Shiva just yet. You can do it with a couple more levels on you, but at the moment it would be really difficult to do that. Also, like, if I don't get a summoner, then there's no point in getting Shiva, so like I don't need to go and do it just at the moment. However, part of the reason that I wanted to gear up is so that I could... Since I may have to use the Spellblade, I'm gonna leave the run down the bottom of the castle alone for now, and I'll see what I pick up later, because like, if I pick up something that can use the chicken knife, then I'm better off using that, because it's like absurdly powerful. But if I don't get it, then I should pick up the Spellblade instead, because it's a very powerful knight sword. Mode 7. Wait. Yeah, I need to go up the other side and grab the treasure, because I don't remember what it is and it might be useful. And also, you can't get there from this side because apparently, even though we jumped over a one-tile gap in the previous dungeon, we can't do that in this one. So the strategy for this fight is I'm going to have Galuf guard, and everyone else is just going to swing. Darla exclusively uses physical attacks, but it can also inflict slip status, which is pretty nasty. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let Galuf block any attack that is headed his way, because guard completely negates physical attack damage. And if anyone else gets low, then he'll cover them. Darla actually hits really hard. The last time I did this, I also got Knight on everything, and I ended up having to, like, go and grind for a little bit. I pressed the button instead. Right, we will survive somehow. Who intercepts is random, but it won't be someone who is in critical status. So, once Bartz gets there... Oh, okay, we won. See, Garrula can counterattack when it reaches low HP, and if you have monks who hit twice, then it will counterattack twice. So what can, like, potentially happen is that it will use its turn and do 2 attacks in a row, and then you hit it and it counters you twice, and you take like 4 attacks back to back and just get blown up. It's really nasty. Like, I actually died there multiple times and had to go away and grind for a little bit. Oh, that's right, you have to run around and pick these ones up. Okay, it's time to see what job I got. Nice. Okay. It turned out to be Mystic Knight, which is an extremely good job, and it goes very nicely with the actual Knight class that I already had. Ah. There it is. Unfortunately, I now actually need to go back and buy magic. Specifically the elemental magic that can be used with Spellblade. Which is none of those. So I'm gonna have to go all the way back to... yeah, the town up here, I think, is where you get level 1 magic and stuff. No, you must get it before that in... the very first town that you visit. I'm extremely bad at remembering names. Oh, you can get it here too. Okay, see. Mystic Knight, grab code 14 when? But, like, magic melee DPS sounds awesome. Because, like, we already have physical ranged and magical ranged. Like, give us magical melee as well. Okay, what am I doing? Going into the meteorite and using it as a warpath, right? I love that you get a very brief look at the Sealy Forest as you go past that. Oh, I forgot to rest up. This is fine, I'll just have, someone guard. Wow, okay, that's not fine. Okay, seriously, how much HP do you have? There we go. How close am I to the next town? It's a fairly significant walk, right? I am gonna temp up. And you're up and around, don't you? Yeah. Hey, how's it going? There we go. Can this sequence equip gloves? No, okay, so I can't do a break against. I love how this town is literally on fire. Like, it's not like, oh, it's fire powered. There is just fire everywhere. It's like, literally, like, this is fine. Seems you... Okay, so you have to buy something to... Oh! Okay, I didn't know that backing out of the menu would actually get you in trouble. When you initially go to buy stuff... Whoa, hey, that is a number of people. Hello! Gotta wait for Sid here, if I remember correctly. Yeah, okay, there we go. So, since a bunch of people just joined, I'll go over this again. Hey, thank you for the suggestion, Sven. This is the Four Job Fiesta, which is a charity event that runs yearly, where you get randomly assigned jobs in the game and have to always have at least one of each job that you're assigned in your party. This is a regular run. There are other rules that you can find out. If you type !FJF in the chat, you'll get links to both the main website, which has the rules, and the donation page for the charity that this is benefiting, which is Planned Parenthood America, which is kind of important just at the moment when you look at what's happening in places like Texas. So, and like, I looked into them, it looks like a pretty legit charity. I didn't want to be like, oh, we're going to support this without doing my research on it first. So, if you want to donate to charity, use the link that's in the FJF bot command. If you want to donate to me, then you use the Ko-fi link. So we've just got the water crystals, so I have 2 jobs unlocked, so I need to have at least 1 knight and at least 1 mystic knight in my party at all times. And you aren't allowed to use freelancer as soon as you can equip jobs. So like I could have 3 knights and 1 mystic knight, or 2 mystic knights and 2 knights, and so on. I am using a Nintendo PC. This is the advanced version of the game, because I don't own the Pixel Remaster, although I might pick this one up because it's pretty good. Ah, yeah, right. I probably won't see you before I go to bed, so I'll say goodnight, Midori. Oh, yeah, I know now. Oh, I misread that as how am I playing the game? How am I enjoying the game? Final Fantasy V is really good. Oh yeah, it's really good. The Game Boy Advance doesn't have, like, as meaty of a sound chip as the Super Nintendo did. Hey, thank you for the follow. That helps a lot. Okay, so I should go and gear up before we go into the fire-powered ship and I get blown up, because, it's a really rough dungeon. Now, can you Spellblade poison? Oh, you can even Spellblade Sleep in Silence. I didn't know that. Okay. Unfortunately, there goes, like, all of my money. And when you first come here, the prices are way, way lower, so you have an opportunity. And if you buy something and then get kicked out, you still keep the item, which is, like, great. Alright, I'll pick up 2 mythical swords, and give them to these guys, who aren't going to have the benefit of doing elemental damage. This, that, these. Probably will never need that. Sure thing. Okay, now I think we can take on the dungeon. Actually, I need to go and pick up some eye drops, because there's mobs in the dungeon that counterattack with flash, which blinds the whole party. And in this version of the game, being blinded actually does something, unlike in the Super Nintendo version of the game, where it does absolutely nothing at all. Is there not an item shop in Karnak? Or am I just dumb? Oh, okay, there. Oh, maybe it's in the inn. In the pub. Sometimes that's the case. Okay. Hopefully that will be enough to get me through the dungeon. Because the mobs in the dungeon can blind you, and yeah, that's really, really bad. these ones that I didn't want to see. Oh my god. I should actually make it a point to pick up all of the treasure in this dungeon, because from memory quite a bit of it is quite good. Now I'm at an impasse because I think these are the ones that inflict flash, that do flash and inflict darkness, which is really, really bad. Because all of my damage output is physical, so if my accuracy tanks, then my guys are basically just completely neutralized. Normally, if I saw an encounter like this, if these are the ones that inflict darkness, like I think, I would run from it, but because I may end up being, like, using knights and stuff for the whole thing, I really need to try and make sure that I am not running away from battles. Hey, thanks, Finn. That really does mean a lot to me. Because, like, it's really cool to me to, like, because I'm here doing, like, what fucking ever, right? So it's awesome to have someone think that what I'm doing is enjoyable enough that they're like, hey, you know, you guys should watch this. Okay, seriously, what is with the encounter rate in here? It's actually ridiculous. Set magic shell, or does that apply automatically? I think that one applies automatically, but oh, actually I should remember to equip that before the boss. So I'm actually really glad that I got Mystic Knight, because like if I came in here and I got like I was in a position where I like couldn't use rods and I didn't have elemental attacks, the boss of this dungeon would be incredibly difficult. I actually might still get beaten up a bit because it primarily does magic damage, which my team is not very resistant to. This is another one of those instances where, like, under normal circumstances, I probably would have just run away, but I can't really afford to do that. Oh! That's the attack that I really didn't want to see. And my internet is vomiting again. Wonderful. I can never remember where you're actually meant to land for this stuff, but fortunately you can just go back and do it again, if I remember rightly. In fact, this is the correct way to go, but I'm kind of curious about what's behind this door now. Oh, that's where I come out. Okay, cool. So what's in here then? Okay, another elevator. Let's try going this way. Okay, that would be useful in, like, a different instance. Am I in the right place? Yeah, that's right, you come up through here. Then you loop all the way back around. I actually frequently get, like, embarrassingly lost in... Oh, okay, that struck me out. In this segment of the game. Sorry. Nice. I can't use it, but nice. I'll just save for now, and once I've got the puzzle solved, I can tent and figure out for the boss fight. So my objective here is basically to kill the crew dust as quickly as possible before it can cast Flash. There we go. Unfortunately, this does mean that I have to fight a motor trap because I'm going to end up with a defeater being the last enemy on screen. They can cast stop. Okay, I definitely didn't know that. If I can gain like one more level, then Lena and Faris will be able to kill one of these defeaters in one hit, in like one cycle between them, which will make it much easier for me to kill the motor traps on when they spawn in. So I'm going to go back and heal in preparation for the boss because Liquid Flame can severely screw you up. Okay, here we go. Oh, of course you did. Yeah, this boss is like incredibly dangerous. Because it can counterattack with fire and basically one hit you. I don't have. Oh, I have elixirs that I'll have to do. So while it's in hand form, it's actually immune to ice, but it's weak to it at all other times. The catch being that when you attack it in hand form, it uses fire, which will severely mess you up. And it can and will cast fire on itself during a tornado phase to heal itself, so... This boss is the first time the game is really, like, checking to make sure that you know how to play the game. Now, if you have a spellcaster in your party, you can just break an ice rod and basically win the fight instantly. But none of my guys can do that, so here we are. Ah! Why would you counterattack Lena? Ah, okay, I think we're finally in there. I had actually forgotten that it could run out of MP. doesn't regenerate MP when it's... Yeah, okay, good. I had this horrible thought that for a moment there that, like, maybe it regenerates MP when it changes forms. You idiot. I forgot that it counters with Blaze, which isn't actually a spell and doesn't cost MP. Okay. I didn't wipe, so I'm happy, because that fight is brutal. I mean, unless you have spellcasters, in which case you just, like, break a Frost Rod and then you win. Rip levels guy? So now things get really fun. I have 10 minutes of real time to escape Karnak Castle, but it is also absolutely full of really useful treasure. Yeah, did I get a heal? No. This pot that's down here is another heal pot. So earlier, lots of these were blocked off by, like, fire and such. Now they're not because the fire crystal shattered. So if we want to raid all the treasure, we have to do it, like, now. I think this one has a ribbon, but a lot of the treasures in here are really, really good. Also, the fights in here all reward, like, a ton of FP, so it's worth doing despite the risk. Although I'm also very, very bad at remembering which treasures go where. Ow. Yeah, that's what I should do. I wonder if this works. Silence. I guess not. Or silence just didn't stick. But... there's a ribbon in that chest. If I don't get Dancer, then they become kind of useless, but if I do get Dancer, they're the best accessory in the game, so it's worth going out of your way a little bit for them. So the actual problem that I had the last time I did this was that I died to the boss, because they spend a lot of time standing around talking. I think this is the good one, and what's in the other, chest is pretty irrelevant. Yeah, okay. The menu doesn't pause the timer, by the way, so like you even have to menu pretty quickly. Fortunately, in this version of the game, you can dash by holding the B button, which is normally a thief ability that you would have to like learn. Okay, so if you type !FJF in the chat, the same command you see in the bottom right of the screen, that will put the information in, like the links to the information in the chat via the chat bot for you. And if you want to see, like, stream stuff, you can do, I'm just going to skip the rest of these chests because I got the Elven Mantle. You can do, exclamation mark help, and it'll give you a list of, like, the various commands you can do. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a cheeky little reset there and start over. I'm just going to go for the Elven Mantle this time and, like, ignore the other chests, and I will just deal with not getting stuff. That's what you don't want to have happen, is you step off the wrong way and then you waste time going through the scene transitions. There we go, that's better. Ah! Oh wait, I got turned around and just wasted a bunch of time. Oh well. Do I go... Oh wait, hold on, no, from here I go down again, I think. Oh, no, go back. Because I think these ones are both free. Or not. One of these is a spell, so I'm hoping that I hit the one that isn't a spell, because if it's a spell I probably won't be able to use it. Oh, it's a lightning scroll, I still can't use it. Okay, cool. I ended up without any elixirs too, so this could be interesting. This boss spends like a bunch of time talking and there's lines and he has a transformation into a second phase and all the rest of it. And then he's like, it's Morgan time, and morphs all over you. Wow, okay. Let's hope that he's, like, vulnerable to poison. So Deathclaw doesn't do damage, it does it inflicts HP critical, so it knocks you down to single digit HP. Hilariously, because it just like randomly sets your HP, what can happen is that if he hits the same person with Deathclaw twice, they can actually gain HP. There we go. I really need to memorize which chests you're meant to hit in Karnak. So we get 3 jobs here right away, which means I need to go and unlock my fire job. You actually have to wait a bit before you get the other 2 jobs, so I might not be able to equip them immediately. Oh, okay, sick. Unfortunately, I think I sold the weapon that we can use. No, back. That's part of it. What I'm actually doing is just updating my overlay because I needed to unlock my next job, which, as it turns out, is... Beastmaster, which is... Oh, whoa. What are you doing? Why are you being so big? Holy crap. Oh, whoops. I see what I did wrong. This one. I accidentally was, like, manipulating the size of the hole for... Oh, what is going on? Okay, for some reason it's being, like, ultra strange about this. Get down there. A little bit more, there we go. So Beastmaster is a pretty unusual job. You have to get enemies down to low HP and then you can capture them. And when you capture and cast with them, they can do insane things. I need to actually keep a list open of what things do what. And this job is... I think this is an agility job, isn't it? strength and stamina job, so I might give this to Gala. And the reason for that is that I will probably pass it on to Trial, which makes sense. Yeah, I'm gonna have to... Unfortunately, I don't have any equipment for him. So I'm gonna have to go and buy equipment to deal with that, but that's alright for the moment. Possibly can get them from my thinking, so I'll have to do... Sword. Wait, hold on, did you just... Oh, okay, it's just being weird. Oh, but he can't equip shields! Right. Everyone can wear that, so I'll pick that up. Actually, I should have picked up this instead. Oops. That's fine. Steel, so like that. Those, wait, I can't go back. I want the Elven Mantle on because, it has a flat chance of evading physical attacks, and I've taken Bart's shield off. So... offload this stuff. Oop. I had an extra on by accident. Okay. I'm gonna have to shuffle the party around a bit because I'll want to do things like get equipped swords so that I can do that for Gallup and so on. Now, do I go to the fire ship? Yeah, okay. Proceed. We go to the inn and talk to Sid again so that we know that we need to try and find his grandkid. And I wanted to rest up here anyway, so... Oh, hold on. I guess he's at the pub, not at the inn. Hold on, this is house I Okay, no, this guy's just like, be careful about the Dawn Chimera, and it's like, yeah, you are not wrong, because it can just kill you with aqua breath if it wants to. Oh, piano! Piano flex! Actually, wait, I don't need to do this anymore, do I? Because Bard is a fire crystal job, yeah, so I don't actually need to play the pianos anymore. If you play all of the pianos, then you unlock the best Bard ability. So I've been getting them in case my fire crystal job ended up being Bard. But now I don't need to. there's the hint that we needed. So now we move on to the Library of Ancients. Right, no, we go to the Inn and Rest because I got really beaten up in there. Okay, what level am I? Okay, 13. One of the enemies in the library can cast level 5 Doom, which just kills you if your level is a multiple of 5. So if your entire party is like level 15, you can die in one attack. Oh, crap! This event runs until, let me check the Four Job Fiesta page. It runs until the end of August 31. The idea is that you'll do like multiple runs of the game. I was trying to go around the desert so that this didn't happen. Oh wow, I beat it. Okay, that was not what I expected to happen. So, yeah, it's August 31 is when the event ends. I have a fairly, like, the goal is 10,000, and we're already halfway there, so I think it'll turn out pretty okay. Did I get turned around or what? Okay, the Silent Bee's needle inflicts blind. Okay, sure. It makes no sense sometimes. Ah, I did get turned around. We need to follow it around this way. Long walk. So thanks to my party setup at the moment, I'm basically just like holding the A button and letting the game run. Because my party is very one-dimensional, you kind of just swing it. Unfortunately, with this party setup, I don't think I'm going to be able to capture a mini-dragon, which would be, like, a huge advantage, because they have an extremely powerful effect when you, like, let them go. Is this coming? Yes. Don't need that one. one because it teaches a spell that I can't use. Can we keep going up? No. Great, go through from here. So, to clarify what's going on, Steed, who we need to, like, repair the fire ship so that we can use it, is freaking out, because he's like, oh, it's my fault, which is kinda true. What do I do? So we're like, oh, okay, we'll go get his grandson Mid from the library. And, Mid has somehow managed to get lost. And, you know, like, he just disappeared out of nowhere somehow. What do you actually do here? Oh, okay, you click there. Yeah, this is the enemy that I was concerned about. Because if it decides to cast level 5 Doom and you have, like, your entire party is level 15 or level 20 or whatever, you just die. The page enemies are really rough when you're trying to not run away from anything though, because the number of times they can be replaced is actually random and can theoretically be infinite. So we need to get Ifrit because there's another book on a bookshelf elsewhere who is like, he constantly moves the bookshelf so that you can't pass, so you have to go and get Ifrit. Because then the book sees Ifrit and is like, oh crap. Nice miss. Why did I attack? I really should have stopped and bought some items. Dead? Yeah. Okay, well he's not getting back up. Okay, but then he's like, okay, cool, let's roll. I can't actually use him because I don't have the summoner job. But, just getting him is good enough here. So I don't think I can... I think I'm gonna have to back out. Because there is a fairly significant boss at the, end of this dungeon. And I really need everyone for it, and I don't have any revival items because I forgot to go item shopping when I was, back in the town. Hey, how's it going? Thank you for the raid. Why is that so quiet? Wait, do I just have that turned down on my end or something? No. I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on with that, because that shouldn't be that quiet. Oh, it can cast error, okay. I needed to not get distracted there. Am I going to be allowed to go back? Okay, there we go. No, we go here, well, click here. No, we don't click there? There we go. I really hope that there's someone here that you can buy items and stuff from. But no, it doesn't look like it. I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Okay. I might just step outside and save before I go and try and fight Biblos. Because Biblos is very dangerous. One of a fairly small number of bosses that are much less dangerous in Final Fantasy XIV than in their base game. Okay, getting another Phoenix down is very, very helpful here. I really hate these enemies since it's so random, like how long the fight actually goes for. Okay, so that inflicts slow and slip status. That's not very nice. How many times is this book gonna, like, spawn a new page? Done? Yes, finally. Like the worst possible situation. Oh my god, stop. Okay. Unfortunately, because I decided to go back and check what was out there, I now have to redo this fight. But it's also entirely possible to, like, unlock this one over and the fight will end. Uh-oh. Yep, Bartz was the only one who was high enough level, because he was 15 and everyone else was 14, but, like, if, my other characters were level 15 as well, I would have just game overed there. Absolutely nothing I could do about it. Actually, wait, hold on, I saved before, didn't I? Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna reset and load that save then. Rather than redo that fight and you're like, yeah, Okay, so Biblos is, like, cripplingly weak to fire, but he has a variety of really nasty attacks, so kind of a question of, like, how quickly can I set up on him? and not miss. Not missing is important. Oh, yeah, he can do that. I kind of forgot that Wind Slash hit that hard. This is very, very bad. Oh no, anyway. Protect also just doesn't do anything against Spellblade attacks, because if the enemy is weak to the element of the charged Spellblade, then it pierces defense. So Protect doesn't do anything about it. I think, I might be wrong about that, but I think that's how it works. Oh, Dave! There. So we're confused that sleeping character will be snapped out of that status when they take physical damage. So instead of getting hit, I can just like tap her with a knife and call it good. Ouch! Wow, okay, I got destroyed. Okay, what can I do about this? Okay, under the circumstances, what I'm actually going to do is walk back to Karnak and buy items, but that's really boring. And it's 3:30 in the morning, so I'm not going to stream that bit, and I'll like walk there and walk back and then pick this up again another time. So thanks for people who dropped in, thanks for the raids, that was really awesome. If you want to keep an eye on what I'm doing, I do have a Discord server. You can do, let me see, I think the bot ignores me. Yeah. No, do I have it on this? Wow, I don't. Okay, I need to fix that, obviously. There is a link on my Twitch page, though, to my Discord server where I handle... Actually, I'll just paste it in the chat. Hold on. Yeah. So if you want to keep an eye on what I'm doing, you can do that. If you're watching on YouTube, because I upload everything to YouTube, there's links on my social page. So that's like the easiest way to keep an eye on what I'm doing, and like I auto-post stuff to Twitter and so on. Yeah, okay, so Four Job Fiesta has started. Definitely go watch the opening race if you haven't already. I'll just put that in. Yep, opening race. I'll just make sure to put that in the description on YouTube as well. Definitely go and watch that if you haven't already, because it's really sick, and a lot of the people involved are like people who founded the Four Job Fiesta, so you get to hear a lot of cool stuff going on. Alright, so I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.